what is the greatest risk that we face as motorcyclists? There are a lot of good answers to this question. Some of the risks are directly under our control and some of them not as much, but even the things that we seem to have no control over, we'll see that we do have some control over those as well. Most of the time when a rider thinks about the risks of riding safely, they start with the dangers that other vehicles impose on them out on the street. Things like cars making a turn in front of the motorcycle, getting rear-ended by a car at a stoplight. Motorcycles are small, it makes them less visible, they're harder to gauge their speed, and they can easily fit into blind spots, making it hard for cars to see them. An acquaintance of mine and a fellow rider coach was killed in a motorcycle accident several years ago when a car in Dallas suddenly changed lanes in front of him and took out the front tire of his motorcycle. Impaired or distracted drivers increase our risks on the road. There are many other situations that could be mentioned that are similar to these. A good road strategy and a good road skill can greatly reduce the risks posed by other drivers out on the road, and even some things that on the surface seem like that we have very little control over, like a car not seeing us. We do have some control over that situation as well when we look at it closely. If a car doesn't see you, were you riding in a blind spot? Were you in a position where they physically couldn't see you? Were you riding at excessive speed, making it harder for them to see or judge the distance from you to their car, causing them to pull out in front of you? If you're approaching an intersection, did you see the car ahead of time and give a little swerve left or right, making it easy for them to see you approaching? Do you have additional lights installed on your motorcycle? Is your riding gear all black, or does it have contrasting colors that make you more visible on the road? Were you tailgating the car in front of you, or do you ride in open spaces, making it easier for cars to see you? So even some things like a car not seeing us seem like they're out of our control, but really we do have more control over that than we would initially think, and good road strategy and understanding the impact that bad road strategy has on our safety can do a lot to alleviate those concerns. I like to think of motorcycling as things under my control and things not under my control. And in my years of riding, I've come to believe that the things that are under my control have the biggest impact on my safety as a rider. That's both good news and bad news. It's bad news because it makes us take a long, hard look at our riding practices and realize that the person responsible if something goes wrong is often the guy right here. It's like that old saying, we've met the enemy and he is us. But it's good news because if I want to be safer, there are definitive things that I can do to be safer on a motorcycle. People who say motorcyclists have a death wish do not know what they're talking about, even though observing some riders right out on the street would make you think that that's a true statement. But I don't think that's general for all motorcyclists by any means. So the greatest risk to me on a motorcycle is me. The greatest risk to you on a motorcycle is you. Not distracted drivers, not tailgating cars, not drivers who don't see you. It's you, and you can significantly reduce your risks by doing things and controlling the things that are under your control, like developing your road skills in training and practice, like learning and using good road strategy, wearing protective gear, especially a helmet, riding sober, riding at the speed limit or at least close to it, keeping time and space around you on the road, riding in lane position so you can see up the road and be seen by other drivers. All of that is 100% in our control as riders and has the biggest impact, direct impact on our safety. So I want to encourage you to take a training course this spring, if it's been a while especially. Become a member of MCrider. You can get access to the forums and the field guide. If you become a member and you get signed into the forums, you can go to mcrider.com/FG-discount, and I'll give you a member-only discount to purchase a print edition of the field guide if you'd rather have it in print edition. Or as a member, you'll also get instant access to the digital version. Or if you're not a member and have no interest in that, you can purchase a printed copy of the field guide without a member and without that member discount at mcrider.com/FG-book. So I'll have links to that show up below. I have links in the description of this video also. But either way, I want to encourage you to look in the mirror. So much of our safety is dependent on how we ride and the mental approach that we take to riding. It really has the biggest impact on our ability to enjoy riding motorcycles safely. Till next week, guys, this is Kevin with MCrider, and I'll see you on the road. There's a whole lot more to MCrider than just the weekly videos. Go to mcrider.com/member. You'll get instant access to the forums and the field guide. You get ad-free MCrider videos and a whole lot more. Go to mcrider.com/member for all the details.